If you're wondering which battery life laptops are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. LG Gram Pro 17. This featherweight champion packs a massive 90 watt-hour battery, delivering up to 14.5 hours of runtime, which is pretty impressive for a 17-inch laptop that weighs about as much as my morning coffee. The display is bright and colorful, but the chassis feels about as sturdy as a paper airplane in a hurricane, and that keyboard feels like typing on wet cardboard. Would I buy it? No, I'd rather not have my laptop bend like a yoga instructor every time I open it. HP OmniBook X14. This bad boy just casually decided to run for 25 hours straight in battery tests, making the MacBook Air look like it's running on AA batteries. The build quality is decent, but the screen is dimmer than my future, and that hinge wobbles more than my excuses for not going to the gym. Would I buy it? Yes, with this kind of battery life, I could finally stop organizing my life around power outlets. Dell Inspiron 14 plus 7441. Rocking a Snapdragon X Plus processor, this laptop managed to squeeze out 23 hours of battery life, making it one of the longest-lasting laptops ever tested. The performance is solid, but it's about as exciting to look at as a government building, and that 54 watt-hour battery is smaller than the competition's. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I can get over the fact it looks like something my dad would use at his accounting job. Apple MacBook Pro M3 Max. Apple wasn't kidding around with this one. It ran for nearly 28 hours in video playback tests, which is longer than some of my relationships. The performance is insane, but so is the price tag, and at 4.8 pounds, it's about as portable as a brick. Would I buy it? Maybe if I win the lottery and decide I need a laptop that outlasts my phone, tablet, and smartwatch combined. Microsoft Surface Laptop 7. Listen up! This thing is an absolute beast when it comes to battery life. We're talking about 22 hours and 50 minutes of actual use, making those MacBook fanboys cry in their sleep. The Snapdragon X Elite chip not only gives it incredible stamina, but also manages to outperform M3 MacBooks in benchmarks, which is pretty damn impressive for a Windows machine. The only real downside is that you'll have to deal with some app compatibility issues since it's running on ARM, but hey, that's the price of progress. Would I buy it? Yes. The battery life alone makes it worth dealing with occasional app hiccups. ASUS Zenbook S14. This laptop is rocking Intel's new Lunar Lake chip, and damn, it shows. We're looking at 16 hours and 8 minutes of battery life, which is insane for an Intel machine. The 3K OLED display is absolutely gorgeous, though those super bright keyboard backlights might blind you during late-night Netflix sessions. It's thinner than previous models, but that comes with a shallower keyboard and a screen that only tilts back to 130 degrees. Try using that on your lap, I dare you. Would I buy it? Maybe. Great battery life, but that limited screen tilt is a real pain in the neck, literally. Dell XPS 14 9440. Well, look who decided to join the party with a measly 8 hours and 56 minutes of battery life. Sure, it's got that fancy OLED display and RTX 4050 graphics, but good luck finding a power outlet before lunch. At least it stays relatively cool under pressure and has some decent AI features if you're into that sort of thing. Would I buy it? No. The battery life is just too short compared to the competition, especially at this price point. HP Dragonfly G4. This little 2.2-pound wonder manages to squeeze out about 12 hours and 44 minutes of battery life, which isn't too shabby. The keyboard is fantastic and it's super quiet, but holy hell does HP love to spam you with security notifications. Try using a non-HP charger and watch it throw a tantrum. It's built like a tank though, and at least you won't break your back carrying it around. Would I buy it? Maybe. Great build quality and decent battery life, but those aggressive security features might drive you nuts. Lenovo ThinkPad T14 Gen 6. Damn, this laptop just refuses to die with its insane 21-hour battery life. I could literally binge watch an entire season of my favorite show and still have juice left for work tomorrow. The performance isn't mind-blowing, but who needs blazing speeds when you've got a laptop that lasts longer than my last relationship? And at under 3 pounds, it's lighter than my cat, though the display could be sharper for the price. Would I buy it? Yes, because I'm tired of being that person desperately searching for power outlets at coffee shops. HP Spectre X 36014. This premium 2-in-1 is rocking about 13 hours of battery life, which isn't too shabby, plus it's got this gorgeous OLED display that makes everything look fancy as hell. The keyboard feels great, but sometimes this thing gets weirdly hot on your lap. Like, forget about having kids hot. Also, some users reported random Wi-Fi drops and screen blackouts during video calls, which is just fantastic when you're in the middle of pretending to pay attention during meetings. Would I buy it? Maybe if you want a versatile laptop that looks expensive enough to make your coworkers jealous. MacBook Air M3, Apple claims 18 hours of battery life, but real-world testing shows about 15 hours. Still impressive, but classic Apple overselling things. The M3 chip handles everything smoothly without breaking a sweat, and it does it all without fans. Seriously, this thing is quieter than my neighbor trying to sneak in at 3 a.m. Battery drops to about 4-5 hours when editing videos though, so content creators might want to keep that charger handy. Would I buy it? Yes, because sometimes you just want things to work without questioning your life choices. Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Pro. This sleek machine manages about 12 hours of battery life, which isn't bad but feels a bit underwhelming compared to the others in this lineup. The AMOLED screen is absolutely gorgeous though, and Samsung throws in a free stylus because they're nice like that. Gets toasty under load. We're talking 90 degrees of lap-burning goodness. Would I buy it? Maybe. If you want a solid all-rounder that won't make you the battery life champion but won't embarrass you either. ASUS Zenbook 14 OLED Q425M. Look, this bad boy can run for almost 16 hours straight, which is pretty damn impressive for a Windows laptop, and it's rocking a gorgeous OLED display that makes everything look crisp and beautiful. The battery life is no joke. You're getting 12.5 hours of web browsing and a whopping 18 hours of video playback, making those MacBook fanboys sweat a little. Sure, the display could be brighter and the keyboard switches could be tighter, but for 800 bucks, you're getting a solid deal that won't die on you mid-Netflix binge. Would I buy it? Yes, it's basically the battery champion of Windows laptops right now, and the price is right. Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7. This workstation beast managed to surprise me with over 15 hours of battery life while watching videos, which is pretty insane considering it's packing some serious hardware under the hood. The build quality is fantastic, and it can handle intense workloads without throttling for hours, though it might get a bit loud when you're pushing it hard. One annoying thing is that the performance takes a significant hit when you're running on battery power, so don't expect workstation level performance unless you're plugged in. Would I buy it? Maybe. Great battery life, but that performance drop on battery power is a real buzzkill. Acer Swift Go 14. Well, this laptop is all over the place with battery life. Some models give you a measly 8 hours, while others can push up to 23 hours if you get the Snapdragon version. The Intel version I tried managed about 12 hours and 40 minutes of video streaming, which isn't bad but won't blow your mind. It's got a nice 1440p webcam and some fancy AI features, but let's be real, nobody's buying this for the AI stuff. Would I buy it? No. The inconsistent battery life between models makes it feel like a gamble, and there are better options available. Microsoft Surface Pro 11. This tablet laptop hybrid claims to give you 14 hours of battery life, but let me tell you, you'll be lucky to get 6 hours of actual work done. Yeah, it's got a gorgeous OLED display option and the Snapdragon chip is efficient, but the battery drains like crazy when you're doing anything more intensive than basic web browsing. The emulation for non-native apps isn't great either, and it gets pretty toasty when connected to external displays. Would I buy it? No. The real-world battery life is disappointing, and the app compatibility issues are still a pain in the neck. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the battery life laptops for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.